After seeing West Fargo win the first 9 sanctioned softball state titles, the last 3 champions have all been different programs, with Minot, West Fargo, and Dickinson winning titles. Will that trend continue? Maybe this is the year Cheyenne breaks through. The Mustangs earn the 1 seed from the East and open the tournament against Legacy, the 4 seed from the West. Cheyenne put together a dominant year, running the table in EDC competition. As a team, the Mustangs are batting over .400 with Kyra Narum, McKenna Alexander, Kate Geisler, and Madison Glinke leading the charge at the plate. Narum is 12-1 in the circle. The Mustangs have outscored their opponents 188-73 on the season, and they'll be a handful for any team they meet over the 3-day tournament. The first opponent will be Legacy, and the Sabres are making their state tournament debut. Head coach Holly Schild had a couple of players named to the all-region team this spring. Emma Owens is one of the better hitters in the state. The senior is hitting over .540 and has blasted 9 homers with 49 runs driven in. Tori Olson is the other top weapon with 28 ribbies and 41 runs to go with her team best 3.6 ERA in the circle and 10-4 record. The Sabres have won 6 of their last 7, and in that span are averaging 15 runs per game. We'll see if they can give Cheyenne some trouble in the early game on Thursday. Quarterfinal number 2 has some good star power, with Bismarck standout pitcher and slugger Logan Gronberg, a UND commit, taking on Red River and its dynamite 8th grade pitcher Ella Spidell. This is the 6th straight season the Demons are playing at state. Billy Schmidt is in his first year as head coach, taking over for Kirk Brensteiner. He inherited a roster with 6 seniors, 3 of which made the all-region squad. Ashley Potter and Peyton Gerving joining Gronberg as really clutch hitters in that lineup. Gronberg has also been a master in the circle for many years for the Demon program. Look out for Bismarck, who's proven this season that it can win any type of game. Red River started off the season on a tear with 8 straight wins, but were swept by Cheyenne, West Fargo, and South in the second half of the season. All that can be put behind them, though, after defeating Central 10-2 in a state qualifier last weekend. The Rough Riders have 7 players with 10 or more runs driven in on the year, led by Riley McQuillan's 25 to go with her .464 batting average. Meanwhile, Ella Spidell, who I mentioned earlier, will be one to watch for years to come. The 8th grader has kept her ERA under 3 and struck out 94 hitters to get her record to 9-2. Spidell can spin it, and she'll need to have her best stuff against the Demons on opening day. The defending state champs will take Trapper Field in Game 3 when WDA champ Dickinson takes on upset-minded Valley City. Amanda Mickey's roster is made up of half seniors, and all but 2 players returned from last year's championship squad. Taya Hopfoff should be a lock for Senior Athlete of the Year in the state. The senior catcher's numbers are off the charts. She's hitting .670 with 21 doubles, 7 triples, 10 home runs, and a total of 65 RBI and 60 runs. She's also a luxury for the Midget's outstanding pitchers. Senior Hope Fath is 9-0 with a 1.88 ERA, while sophomore Ava Janner has a 1.3 ERA with 86 strikeouts in 61 innings. The expectations are high at DHS, but Hopfoff says this veteran team can handle it.
WDA was definitely the most fun softball we've been able to play all season, being challenged and having those close games, having to really clutch up and come forward in those big opportunities and those big moments. It pushed us to really play to our full potential, and it's going to be fun to have the same situation this weekend.
Valley City will get a second crack at slaying Goliath. The Highliners were overmatched in the first meeting last month, losing 17-0 to the Midgets at the Mid-Season Madness tournament. The first half was a struggle for Valley City. They opened with just 2 wins over their first 14 games, but now they've won 5 of their last 7, including a state qualifying victory over North. Seniors Emma Langamo and Dylan Deagle were the VC representatives on the all-conference team. We'll see if the Highliners have some magic in them to pull an upset on opening day. West Fargo and Jamestown duel it out in the 4th and final quarterfinal on Thursday. After being the standard for so many years, the Packers have seen other programs elevate themselves to create tougher competition. Pat Johnson's team finished runner-up to rival Cheyenne in both the regular season and conference tournament. I'm sure they'd love to have one more shot against the Mustangs with the championship on the line. We'll We'll see if that happens. West Fargo's lineup has given opposing pitchers all sorts of headaches throughout the year. Junior Emma Johnson is front and center to the team's success, hitting just under .600 with 35 runs driven in and shutting teams down with a 1.83 ERA and 10-2 record. Lone senior Sophia Choki is having another terrific season, hitting .465 with 26 RBI. I'm not sure if it's good news or bad news for the Packers, but they'll play a Jamestown team that just handed them 2 losses to end the regular season. The Blue Jays are another team peaking at the right time. They looked really strong in the WDA tournament, including a tightly contested 1-0 loss to Dickinson in the semifinal round. They were also able to avenge a couple of losses to Minot by defeating the Magi 3-2 in a state qualifier. Jenna Fisher, Katie Falk, and McKenna Nold were the Blue Jay trio named to the All-WDA team. We'll see if Jamestown's late-season surge continues.